Thank you very much for that. Raila has been my husband for the last 52 years. Many of you who are here are younger than 52 years. You could easily have been our children. Like all the couples and families, we also had our ups and downs. But we've learned one thing, and that is we must talk straight to one another. We must forgive and move on. Now, juggling the family life and public lives exert extreme pressure and demands on us from time to time. I know most of the time we used to say Raila is more of public life, political life, than he is for family life. But every time he came, he gave us what we deserved. I remember he attends to each one of us individually according to our needs. And that is not only his children and grandchildren, but also to his brothers and sisters. When Oburu was here, he didn't emphasize. But I think the next person, after loving me, the other person that he loves, leave alone his children, is Dr. Buru. Raila would not do anything without consulting with Dr. Buru. And if you wanted to know more, and you wanted to get to know what he's going to do, you had, if you are clever, you talk to Dr. Buru first to talk to him, so that he softened the way for you to talk to him. Through all this, what remained unchanged was our commitment to each other. On our belief that he had seen through and vows, and we made each other at the start. It worked for us. It was through the tumultuous years of detention, years of exile, and decades of commitment to the people of Kenya and the people of Africa. The detention years and years in this exile tested our family in a way only the family can appreciate. It was not easy. But all the time, when he was away, either in detention or in exile, I knew he would always come back. This time, I'll have to join him wherever he has gone, because he'll never come back. But the spirit lives on. When I first met Raila, some 54 years ago, I didn't see his political side. I didn't see it coming either. He was not a politician in any form. I knew his father was, but him was different. And with my friends, then I was at the University of Nairobi, we were young, idealistic ladies who swore not to marry. We swore to marry calm, professional men, not those who give to the loudness of politics. I swore we had no time for the people who are doing political science, the lawyers, and so forth. We didn't know what was coming. In my group, and they know them, the group of the sisters were with at the University of Nairobi, people like Leo Duol, Gladys Okoth, Deborah Kiai, and so forth. You know you well, very well. Out of my group, I was the first one to marry. I married an engineer. a man of calm demeanor and reflective character. They all congratulated me because of that. Little did I know I was marrying a political engineer who would proceed to make engineering of Kenya his lifelong project. I didn't know. From the turn of events, I came to understand firsthand that they mean the meaning of still waters runs deep. He was a calm person, but as we lived, I realized he was a deep thinker of a different kind. From this turn of events, I come to understand firsthand that Raila was not just an ordinary engineer, but a political engineer. I evolved, adapted, and handled challenges that came my way, courtesy of being Raila Odinga's wife, and those challenges were many. I know if you are to ask the spouses of these politicians down here, they will tell you the challenges are many and not easy to cope with. I learned that if you're a spouse or politician, inherit his friends, but don't inherit his enemies. Why do I say this? Because you'll be standing there, you'll be sitting there at home, thinking so-and-so is an enemy of my husband, because he belongs to a different political party, or he comes from a different area. I tell you, you will be wrong. Don't inherit in his enemies, because tomorrow you'll find that those people that you thought were his enemies are his best friends, and you'll be left out. Be careful when you are handling his friends. Inherit his friends, but his enemies, let him deal with them the way he made them. After going through it all, I had a chance to marry. If I had a chance to marry him, I would marry him again. I would be happy to do it. But this time, I would marry him knowing I'm marrying a politician, not just an engineer only. But Raila never really stopped being a production engineer. It has been said, but he also practiced it. He started the East African Spectre, the company that manufacturing gas cylinders, and that is thriving in that. Those who are working for East Africa Spectre, please try to keep up his legacy of making it a real big industry that Raila intended it to be. Raila was always disturbed by the fact that Kenya was not moving as fast as he expected. At the turn of independence, Kenya was at par with countries like South Korea, with countries like Thailand. I think we're even ahead of many other large countries. But these countries have moved very fast. They've moved very fast to be first world countries. Kenya, we are still dragging a little. This thing can be changed. I've traveled in many countries. In 1995, during the International Women's Decade that was in Beijing, we went to Beijing, the women of the world went to Beijing, and what I noticed that the tallest building in Beijing